I'm down here. All right, welcome, welcome everyone. It is round 4 of season 16. This is Odyssey Racing League's GT Europe series. We are at Hungaroring, and it is wet AF. Should be a very fun one. This is a tough track even in the dry. The added difficulty of it being so swampy is going to add a ton of excitement and certainly a lot of frustrations. As you can see, Terry Dunn in the BMW getting sideways going around these corners. Trying to find out how much grip there is on the track as he gets ready to start his first lap. Nope, and it looks like my game sound's not coming through. Hang on, let me fix that. There we go. I got some game sound coming through. I think I can turn it up even a little bit. That should be working. Double check in the chat, make sure that's working. It looks like it's working. Yeah, it's definitely working. So Terry Dunn going to be the first one to take us around the track. Doing a good job of keeping it on the apex there. From what I hear, the BMW is a great car to drive, very user-friendly. Looking pretty linked up. It's hard to tell pace-wise how he's doing. No references, anything like that. Coming into the chicane, this will be a tough part. Looks like he gets that first one nice, lines him up for the second one perfectly. Yep, doing a great job of navigating through this track. This one's a tricky one. Gotta not get on the gas too early. Does a good job there. Brings it out nice and wide and back around. You can stay pinned through there. Tricky one coming up here. This will be an easy one, downhiller to run wide on. Let's see what he's got. Up onto the curb, great job. Left a little bit of room there. Definitely could have carried some more speed through there, but it's alright. Going for safety first, especially on this first lap. You want to get a banker out there. So that should be pretty good as he comes through the final corner now. Stepping on the throttle. Again, not pushing the limits, but those curbs are going to be very slippery. A 153.3, that's going to be a great lap. That should be a great lap. Especially for the rookies, I imagine. Let's find someone else to hop on board with. Robert Logan. Wow, I just picked you out of the blue. That's great. That's funny. I just picked you off the track map. Robert Logan has pace. He also has some demons he needs to battle. But we'll see how he does. I know he did, time-wise, was pretty decent on Thursday. See if he's been able to improve upon that. Currently, what's the best time? Best time of a 1:54.1, so a bit of a ways off pace, but everyone's a little more cautious on that first one. Robert looking good. The Porsche definitely looking less sluggish than the BMW, but I mean, I guess that's what I've also heard about that BMW, is it'll put you to sleep. It's just so good at what it does. Porsche looking a bit more exciting, navigating around these twists. Robert coming into some traffic in front of him. Hopefully there's enough space. Looks like they're running wide. Allowing him to step on the throttle. Terry Dunn has improved his time by nearly a second now. 52.7. I guess it's about half a second. Let's see what Robert does here. Robert, 2/10 behind him, 3/10 just about behind him. Behind Terry Dunn. There's a big improvement from Robert with the 53 flat. Let's hop on board with. Oh! Artem pulling P1 out from under Terry Dunn with a 52.3. These guys are going fast. Randomly selected him as well, so looks like these will be our 3 challengers for pole for the rookie division. Mind you guys, the rookie division quite large in the Europe, GT Europe side over here, but so we've got a 3 drivers, 3 class split. So the red times, which are the ones out on the track putting up their quali times right now, those are going to be the rookies. Then there'll be the gray ones you can see. Those will be the AMs and the whites will be our pros. So rookies got just a couple minutes left in qualifying before the pro and AMs go out. They'll have the remainder of the second half of the qualifying time to battle it out for their positions. Artem, is he going to be able to improve? He does, into the 51s, wow. Lightning quick. 51.9. So let's hop on board with Turbanov, the AMG. Currently sitting P7. Best time is a 1:53.6. And that in itself, that should be a decent, you'd think that would be a decent time around here given the conditions, but Artem came through with authority. So Turbanov might get one more attempt to try and improve his position as Hankavuri overtakes him by 0.02 of a second. Artem fighting the car to get it rotated around there. Definitely a loss of time there. I mean, not Artem. This is Turbanov, Max Turbanov. Making up Sector 1 decently. I don't think he's improved upon his time yet. This is a tricky corner, and he's going to go wide. That's certainly going to be invalidated. And he knows it. Here's our new P7, Hankavuri. Crosses the line, does not improve, but he does have one more attempt. Terry Dunn is in the pits, it looks like. Hankavuri is pulling over. Robert Logan is out there, and who is that? That must be forward behind him in the Ferrari. Both drivers on valid laps, so... Oh, no! And just like that, if Robert was putting a bid in, we'll never know. Here's Ford. He abandons into the pits. Brett still out on track, trying to find an improvement. He's currently 7/10 down, so I don't think it's going to happen. Craven has a chance, however. Now 2/10 to the good. 3/10. See what he can do in these last couple corners in a bid to move up the leaderboard in the starting grid. Or the starting grid order, rather. Looking good so far. 1 corner to go. Sent it just a little wide there. Might have cost him. He does improve, but not enough to move up on the grid. And that will do it for our rookies. Here go the pros. Love that livery from Elias Troyer. Troyer? I'm just gonna call you Elias. That is a sick livery. These guys all will be on their out lap, so none of this will, no one's trying to set a time yet, but they do look like they're moving swiftly around the track. Doing pretty solid through that first corner, maybe a little bit wide on the exit, but or at the apex rather. Great there on that corner. That's nice and tight, linked up, allowing him to. Might have been just a slight lift through there, I think I heard, but that shouldn't really hurt you too much. This is the toughest corner in my opinion. Great job. Easy to lose it there too, getting on the throttle. Carries the speed through nicely. I wish I knew the corner names, but I don't. Coming into the chicane. Another contender for toughest part of the track right there. Takes the curves well, keeps it in play. Little squirrely there. You can see just how wet it is. Mist coming off the back of the car. Little subtle puddles everywhere on the track. I don't think these guys will be forming a line at any point during the race. Coming into sector 3 now. 2 corners left to go. Looking like it should be a great time exit on the exit there. Maybe a smidge wide, but he's going to be able to get on the throttle a little earlier now. And he is going to shoot up to P2. So give you an idea for how good of a time Artem put up there. So that Elias is going to be P3 now as Kupka with a 151.1. in the wet. Wow. Wow, that makes me feel slow. These guys are lightning quick, Chad. Thanks for joining me. That part, yep. I also drive the McLaren, struggle for grip there, getting on the throttle. He's doing a good job though. great through there. Avoids takes just enough at the curb to eat it, but not enough to unsettle McLaren. He's really cruising through here. You can see him on the riding right there on the limit. Was that still in, or did that cut? If anything, it might have cost him time. He's slowing down now, so no, I think it was just that camera. Oh no. He's resetting, going extra long deep on that corner, giving a maximum attack to restart this lap. Alright, Elias has jumped up to a 151.955, just beating Artem's 151.992. You entered the broadcast channel? I didn't even hear you do that. I'm not opposed to it. I don't know what Richard would say. Oh, I don't have the picture-in-picture set up though. If I had that set up, I should use OBS. I'd say let's go for sure. Who should we hop on board with? So for the most of it, everybody seems to be faster than the rookies, despite the rookies being incredibly fast. Artem obviously being the one outlier, still sitting in P3. 3 minutes left to go in qualifying as well, so these guys are running out of time. Oh well, I like having two commentators. It's especially right now, I'm kind of sleepy. I don't know why, but it's obviously exciting. Plus, you can have two eyes on two different parts of the track, get all the battles, and I have a big PC that can handle picture-in-picture. So this is Michael Hutchinson, currently P9 overall. A couple tenths to the good as we come through the final few corners here. Everybody gets excited there and sends it a little deep. Oh no, he's got it. He's got it. This could be a big improvement for him. Up to P4 for Michael Hutchinson. Great lap from the lad. Great lap. I've had a knack for picking him out so far. Let's see who we got here. Johnny Marsh. In the exact same car Hutchinson was in. He's not going to improve this lap. Let's see what he's got. This will be his final go at it. We got about half a second between Kupka and the rest of the field. Johnny Marsh, a 10th down on his best time currently, but lots of areas to make it up at. Locking up just a little bit there. You can hear the tires squealing. He's got that 10th back though. Picked up a 10th there. Fighting the car, you can tell around there. I think he opened it up a little unnecessarily. Here's the trickiest part. Didn't lose or gain anything through there. He's running out of corners to make it up in. Make sure to get out wide there. Okay. He's a couple tenths down. Hop on board with Yevon, who jumps up to P3 at the last. Let's go, Yevon. See if we can find anybody else improving. Tom Lesser about to cross the line. He's going to jump up to P13. Well done, Tom. Kevin Drabsch about to cross the line. Jumps up to P18 from P21. And a couple of these guys still made it. So Yevon is improving and Elias is improving. So we're going to keep an eye on both of these guys. Elias is only 3/10 back, and he's 2/10 up on his lap time right now. He could steal pole position from Kupka. Yevon is up a couple tenths as well. It'll take a little bit more of a miracle for him to get that find that much time. But if he's got it in the bag, both of these guys could be making a bid. Elias really pushing it out to the limit. Might have just invalidated there. And it looks like he did. That's going to leave Yevon out on track. He's going to bail into the pits. Barry Dunn still making it across. Got a few more coming into the pits. Into the pits. Drabsch trying to improve, but unable. I don't think I'm oh. No, that's the wrong trap map. Let me get that set up for you guys. All right, friends, we are back, ready to get this grid walk underway. So, starting out in P1, Lucas Kupka in the McLaren. The phenomenal time put up early, I think on his first go. Elias Troye in P2, nipping at his heels. Yevin Artemenko in P3 in the Lamborghini. Artem, the rookie, in P4 in the BMW. Michael Hutchinson, P5 in the Ferrari. Iridius Partes, sorry again if I slaughter your name, guys, sitting in P6 in the Nissan. Victoras sitting in P7. Johnny Marsh, P8. Bonus Charles sitting in P9. Nice to see you so far up, Bonus. Barry Dunn, P10 in the Ferrari. Dean Solomon, P11. Surprised to see you not further up, Dean. I guess it is Heroes, though they're pretty fast. Terry Dunn sitting in P12. Tom Lesser, P13. That last minute improvement. Robert Logan, P14. Still pretty far up for a rookie though. Andy Purcell, P15, Ferrari. Justin Kozorski, P16 in the Porsche. Ivan Diaz, also in a Porsche, P17. Kevin Drapsch, P18 in the BMW. Jonathan Forward, P19 in the Ferrari. In that same livery everybody's got. Hanka Burry, P20 in the AMG. Max Turbanov, also in the AMG, P21. Simon Krett, P22 in the BMW. Paul Dickinson, P23 in the Ferrari. Both of those friends. Marcus Craven, P24. Also in a Ferrari. Shane Sullivan, P25 in the Ford. Bohan Juskokovic in the McLaren in P26. Wally World, P27 in the McLaren. Alexander Kushner, P28 in the Aston. Antoni Gowix in the BMW P29. Michael Sokolowski, P30 in the Ford. Antonio Montagnani, P30 or P31 in the Ferrari. Anis Kairos, P32 in the Audi, only one on track. Luke Lizama starting at the back. We'll be keeping an eye on him, see he'll be a hot one to watch for overtakes for sure. And we'll just be waiting for the cars to get the hurry up to go side by side. Should happen any minute now, as there's only 3 corners left, and there it is. Alright, let's see. Kupka's gonna have the inside line coming into this first corner. Is that advantageous or not? I'm thinking it's advantageous. It's wet, so it's really hard to sling it around the outside. Just park it on the apex and slow everyone up, basically. Switch to the helicam.
Green light.
Green flag is waving, and we are racing. Round 4 of ORL GT Europe is go. Wow, that's a sick shot right there. And Elias pinching him around the outside, but Kupka holding the inside. Elias has the inside coming into the next corner, though, but Kupka looks like he gets a little bit better drive. Going to be the car ahead. But again, he's going to have to be very good on the brakes. Side by side. Kupka could get the inside into there, but it looks like Elias is... Oh, and contact. Kupka saves it. I mean, the stewards will look at that, but I'm going to put the contact there on Kupka. A little bit of more Kupka, or a little bit more Kupka contact in the back from Kupka there. Oh, and even more. Kupka is just a magnet, I guess. As we see the rest of the field looking pretty good. Kupka maybe unsafe rejoin, but doesn't really hurt him too much. Or hurt anybody too much. And we are back at it as we can see some cars going off. Oh man, it is. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh, and we are just seeing contact left and right. Stewards are gonna have some. Yeah, yeah, okay. You're with me, Chad. You're with me. He keeps turning into people. Okay, yeah. We'll see. He's trying to be elbows out, but I mean, you can't be elbows into him. Lots of contact in the back here. Oh, and there's Luke in the orange McLaren making some moves. He's gained up quite a few positions already. Navigating the minefield that is the rookies in wet racing. Let's see if we can find him, actually. Coming on board with Luke now. Turn this down. This is not terribly loud. There we go. Luke coming into P1 or T1. Let's see. I mean, he's definitely got Wally World in the bag. Doesn't look like anybody else up there is close enough. Luke's gonna take the inside there. Those two battling on the outside might be. Oh, and he hits the switch to the outside. Wow, this is a sick move. Luke going up the inside now. 2 kills and 2 turns. Back up front. Elias in a league of his own now, it would seem. With Artemenko behind him, but, you know, really at this point just waiting for a mistake. Same thing with really the top 4, I would say. Top 5. Bonus Charles a little closely behind, slightly there. And once we get here, so you've got, so our rookie Artem, I'm not sure where he fell down to, but he is not, he did not have the race start he would have liked. As you can see, Pozorski is now leading. Robert Logan, no surprise there, fell back off the start, I believe. But he's still in the hunt. Where is Robert? He looks alright, actually. Doesn't look like he's had any damage, so he's got pace, certainly, if he can just stay out of trouble. Apparently, Luke has an amazing monitor, says Chad. Trying to find the Ferrari. There's Luke as well. We need to jump further back. Contact. Let's get the helicam on this. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. Alright, so Jonathan Ford in the Ferrari, Kret in the BMW, Luke in the orange McLaren, Kupka in the silver McLaren, and in that Porsche, I'm going to say is Diaz. Timing table is going to be not in order. Oh no! Oh no! Luke gets absolutely shunted. Diaz shows no remorse and just keeps getting. Kupka has cleared the minefield in his recovery drive. Let's look for some more chaos on track. There's Dean up a position in that orange and blue Porsche, trying to hunt down this purple and black Porsche of Pozorski. That's going to be, you know, out of class, so it certainly won't want to waste too much time behind them, unless, of course, they've got the pace. It does look like Terry Dunn got around Pozorski, so that's P1 in the rookie class for Terry Dunn, P8 overall. Oh, Dean inching closer now. It's only a matter of time, you gotta think. You can't get anything done here on the track, though, Demler, if you're watching. You don't go for an overtake here. I'm just kidding, love you, Demler, but yeah. Dean backs off there, smart move, but he's under pressure now from Barry Dunn and the Ferrari behind him. So Pozorski playing D. Oh, as Dean dips the tire into the grass, doesn't cause him too much pain or suffering. Alright, let's see. This is a tough track to overtake on in the dry. It's going to be even tougher in the wet, minus the fact that, you know, mistakes, I guess you could say, are more abundant in the wet. That's a two-edged, double-edged sword. Cut you just as easily as it cuts the car you're trying to overtake. Dean having a thinking about going up the inside. He gets the car there. Oh, a little bit of contact. Wasn't quite able to slow it down in time. Could be a 5-seconder. Could be rubbing his racing. Uncertain. Could also argue Dean made it to the apex and that car turned into him. But there certainly was space on the inside. Alright, elsewhere on track, Artemenko is under pressure now from Partez. Gap has been closing since the start of the race, and it is upon us. And you can see Artemenko struggling as he's trying to give it everything he has there. Pushing the car wide, getting squirrely. I know that Lamborghini is tough to drive in the wet. Oh, Partez. Yevon runs a little wide there. Partez thinks about having a sniff up the inside, but isn't able to make it stick there. Can't get on the throttle any sooner than Yevon. And into the long start-finish straight here. It's always nerve-wracking. Oh, Yevon takes a defensive move to the inside, making Partez have to go around the inside or hit the switchback. And Yevon does a great job of putting the car right where it needs to be to cut off any chance of that. Kupka just set the fastest lap of the race with 1:51.4. He's still back in 15th.
The pit is now open.
Pit window now open for those who have taken damage in this wet chaos on the slip and slide of a track. You can tell Partez wants it, but Artemenko doing a great job of playing the defense here. Hutchinson gets a 5-second penalty. That's not who we're watching though, so that's nothing to worry about. Robert Logan with a 10-second penalty, and Kozlanzi with a 10-seconder as well, from what I can see. Yevon looking like he's gaining a little bit of breathing room now. Who else we can have on board with. Hopping down to the back of the grid, we've got Galax and Kushner battling it out right now, I believe. Yeah, my timing table is just not updated. Looks like. No, I'm sorry, that's Sullivan. And let's see, looking at the timing tables, Galax does have the fastest lap and class lap, so not sure how much pressure there is, but this Mustang can never count it out in a long straightaway, and Galax knows that as he cuts to the inside to cover him off. Alright, Kupka looking to make another move further and climb one more back up on this recovery drive. He does have a 15-second penalty. He's back to P14, all over the back of Purcell and P13. He jets to the inside, makes Purcell goes off, and again, it's a wet. This is a tight track. That's probably the easiest way to make the overtake, is just kind of force them into making a mistake. These two are still, oh no, the overtake just happened. Let's see. There we go, I went back a minute, we're gonna get it. So this is for P2 in the race right now, you guys. Oh, a little bit of squirrely action. No. That's very weird. No, I guess we don't get to see how that overtake took place. Oxygen has picked up another 15-second penalty. Add to the 5 he already had, unfortunately. Back at the grid, we've got Kyrus in that Audi now moving up. He's moved a long way up the order now. And he's hunting down HUNGARORING. Doesn't look like many. Oh yeah, I mean, not many have pit. Again, you don't need to change your tires either in the pit on this one. Everyone will need to do fuel, and the pit's going to take 25 seconds regardless. So I guess technically they don't need to do fuel, but they should. Looks like we've got a nice tight little battle here. It's just 3 cars on track. That's all it is. We see one of them dip into the pits. Nope, just looked like they were dipping into the pits. Here we have Paul Dickinson, and yeah, that's Artem, our rookie driver, battling it out. It was P3 or 4. He gets around him. Artem down. Artem has a 10-second penalty as well. Further up, looks like Kupka just took out Tom Lesser. It is drive to survive. go. Bad camera angle, but P4 is dipping on the. Oh, P4 just dipped in the pits, so that's actually Hutchinson overtaking Artemenko, but Hutchinson does have a 20-second penalty right now, so we'll have to serve that when he comes to the pits. Lesser playing defensively. He's trying to having to fend off the Ferrari of Craven behind him, and that's a rookie driver, rookie as well. And Diaz forced a little wide there. Maybe not quite paying attention to what's going on. Two cars in front of him. Too focused on the car in front of him. Oh, I'm really. Oh, is it better? My mic moved. My mic moved away from my mouth. Is that better, Chad? I can also turn on my sensitivity, so they just bump me up anyway. Where am I at here? Oh, I'm full on this. That should be better, though. Yeah, that looks better. It's getting nice and tight between these two. Lesser having to fend off Craven. If I was Lesser, that's out of class. I'd just let him go and focus on defending back the Ferrari behind him, because you run the risk of picking up a penalty. As you can see, no, that one wouldn't have been his fault. Craven just simply lost it almost. Almost collected Diaz. Oh! And we don't see what happened because of the signage. Let's see if I go back. Can I change the camera? There we go. Looks like Craven just got a little too aggressive there. And scooted right into the back of Lesser. I think it was on this corner. And yep. That is unfortunate for Tom there. But that's going to be a penalty on Craven for sure. Tom dips into the pits. Good time to do so. Alright, on track, we have Johnny Marsh in the Ferrari hunting down Terry Dunn, the rookie driver, Terry Dunn in the BMW. This is for 6th position on track with 5th place, that Rastafarian Porsche in front of him. Let's see, looking at fastest times, Johnny Marsh. It's about a 10th quicker overall, fastest time. Into the pits goes the Porsche and the BMW. So that's going to release Johnny. Let's keep an eye on this. Dean moving up nicely into P6. Now there's still some pit stops to be had and whatnot, so we'll see how this works out. But both of these drivers could jump those two in front of them if they put in the big laps. Those two are going to be battling on the outside, and that is not what Johnny Marsh needed, sending it wide there when you know you need to put in the banger. Up at the front, Elias. Almost 5 seconds to Partez. Nobody's pit there yet. Terry Dunn still in the pits, maybe repairing damage as well. Maybe taking, no, that wasn't him that slid, that was Tom. He took the tires. Let's see if we can see. There goes the Porsche. And Terry gets him. And gets the Porsche in the pits. So well done there. Battle now between these two as they warm up their tires. And where is Johnny Marsh? Here he is. Blowing past the pits again. He's got 12 minutes left. Partez just put in the fastest lap of the race, a 1:51.339. It's about a tenth quicker than Elias ahead of him. That was actually a couple of laps ago. The last lap, Elias is about a half a second quicker. So. We're at the low point in the race now where everybody's pit strategies are coming apart before they converge at the end of the race. We do have a battle here on track. I believe this is for position. Yes. So Purcell and Artem. Now Artem does still have that 10-second penalty, but he was lightning quick. He's just trying to drift it up there. We were just talking about Initial D before the race. Deja vu. I don't know the words, but it goes something like that. These guys giving us something to watch during this quiet period. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Forced mistake. Trying to keep it through, knowing he's under pressure. Purcell spinning it. Now he's got to rejoin safely. Looks like he does so. Loses a couple positions. Those might have been blue flags. It might not have been positions, actually. But he definitely loses time. To Artem. Ahead of him. Johnny Marsh staying out still. Less than 10 minutes left in the pit window. A battle for 17th. Between Kyrus and Dickinson. That Audi looks to be gaining just in the two corners we've seen. That Audi just looking much more glued to the track than that Ferrari. Really looking like it's fighting. This is always frustrating when you're following a car so closely. especially in the wet because it's just nerve-wracking. The last thing you want to do is be a little late on the brakes. You got a penalty, you've taken out the other car, damage. Oh, setting himself up nicely on this corner though. Fortunately, it's a tough spot to make the overtake. The battle between these two ebbing and flowing at the moment. It was going Kyrus, now it looks to be going Dickinson. Johnny Marsh has still... Oh, into the pits he goes. So, it was Terry Dunn he was battling with originally. And there he is. Terry Dunn, it looks like, got beat out in the pit race. He was in P1 for the rookies, but Pazorski has claimed it back. Maybe that happened post pit stop. Alright, so here comes Terry through the final few corners. Is he going to get the jump on Johnny? I think Johnny cleared him, but we'll see. I don't see any Ferrari in the pit lane. Yep, Johnny Marsh is clear. So good call on the pit strategy there, Johnny. Does look like Terry is catching up to Pazorski, though. Keep an eye on that. Alright, Bonus Charles is all over the back of... That must not be... That must be a blue flag. That is a blue flag, unfortunately, as Johnny Marsh is the next car in line, but he's a ways away. Elias is miles ahead. Oh, he has yet to pit as he comes into the pit, and he's... Oh, no, that's Artemis. Artem. He's got a 10-second penalty. Let's see how well he recovers here. Here's Elias. And there's Partez. Partez is closing the gap since the pit window, since they pitted, so keep an eye on that as well. Pazorski and Barry Dunn now battling it out, which is going to slow him up into Terry Dunn. I wonder if they've got comms communicating this. You almost think they must, as Pazorski was all over the back of Dunn for a second there, and Dunn's now gone. Pazorski sending it wide, falling into the clutches of other Dunn now. Well, they're done thinking about having to look up the inside, knows he's too far back, backs out of it. That was kind of a neat angle. I don't even really use this one. As you can see, ooh, a little bit of contact. That's clean. That's clean. Pazorski, and you can see his rearview mirror, though. You can see Barry Dunn coming into play. The Barry and Terry sandwich. The Barry and Terry Dunwich. With some Pazorski meat. Some Pazordo instead of prosciutto. You can see some battling going on further ahead as well between the BMW and the McLaren. Now, I believe both those cars are blue flagged. But that's going to slow up these three, especially around these corners with nowhere to go. The McLaren does a good job of getting out of the way. Terry needs to get his butt up there. I like that McLaren livery. Is that just a default one? Alright, and Barry Dunn makes a move past the blue flag. Pazorski past the blue flag. And here comes Terry Dunn. Great etiquette from the blue flag driver there to let these three through and let their battle continue. Great awareness to notice what's going on also. Back to the helicam for these three. Coming in this high speed bumper. Everyone's nice and stable here. Another one where you're really trying to carry the speed through. It looks like Terry playing a little cautious. Pazorski has nowhere to go with Barry Dunn in front of him. But because of that, I almost think it minimizes the damage Pazorski can make with the, you know, he's driving more cautious and safely because of that, so his mistakes aren't going to be as severe. Terry Dunn gets real close through here, coming into the start-finish straight.
The window is now closed.
You gotta, watching this from the helicam, you gotta think these two are coordinating right now. Here we go. This is the closest Terry's been. That BMW all over the back of that Porsche. Now side by side coming into T1. Contact. Lots of contact. Stewart's might have something to say about that one. Uncertain. Chad, what are your thoughts? Kind of looked like he just bullied him out of there to get the line for the corner, but the whole technique there is breaking the car enough to get the pin it on the inside. And conveniently now, Barry is going to let Terry through. Oh my gosh! In pinch, Pazorski. It's not a position lost for Barry, so he doesn't care. This is collusion of the highest caliber. If this were a team event, I would say props to these guys. That being said, I don't know, there's nothing in the rules against this. All right, we'll keep an eye on those, the Duns. Let's see where else we got battles. Bonus Charles up into 4th place. So he got around Johnny Marsh at some while we were watching that between the Duns. There's just a smattering of cars here. Dean and Kupka are battling for position on track. That Ferrari in the background is Hutchinson. He's coming through. That's Artem in the BMW. Now back up to P3 for the rookies. So pretty good recovery drive thus far. But now he's thinking about having to look up the inside, and he does. But he doesn't get the car stopped in time. Hutchinson slides through. This is an exciting race. We're getting some awesome action. Up to the front. 3.7 is the gap. 7 minutes left. Looking like Elias has this. Partez running a comfortable second. Artemenko in a very comfortable third. And Barry Dunn really just holding back Pazorski from overtaking. I believe they're brothers. Might be father and son though. I'm pretty sure it's brothers. Oh, man. I wish we had an ORL cooldown room to see what what to be said between Pazorski and the Duns. Is Pazorski getting a little squirrely there? Catches it though. But he's now got Victorez and that other Porsche creeping up on him. And Victorez is in class with Barry Dunn, so gotta think at some point they're gonna swap back, maybe release Barry. Who knows? No one really else in the hunt other than right here. Oh wait. Nope, that's 13. That's 23rd. That's not 3rd. Got these two who have been going at it for a while, Kyrus and Dickinson. But yeah, this is definitely where the action remains. Watching Barry Dunn just back up traffic. With a masterclass in defense. Clearly quite comfortable in these conditions on this track. Knows where he's got to put the car to prevent the overtake. There's only a handful of spots. As long as you don't make a mistake, it's not going to happen. And Pazorski unleashes Victorez now. Now this, we've got 4 minutes left in the race, but this is going to be a new spice into the recipe. Could add some heat. Barry's going to really have to defend. He's going to be rushing Terry along now too. As Barry can't give up this, but can't let him pass regardless. Barry's holding on to a P2 in class right now, P7 overall. I guess you can't call that Rastafarian. It doesn't, well, I guess it does have black on it, but it's more carbon. What country is that? Hungary? No. I have no clue. Take a look at my map. No one waging a last-minute war other than right here. It just happened while I was looking at my map. God! It did. Very done. Oh, is it the chicane? Does he just screw up the chicane a little bit? He does. And there's nothing he can do about that. And there's a little bit of contact. He might even lose the position to the Porsche, the purple Porsche. He does not. So Barry's going to have one, maybe two more laps to try and get that position back. Does he have an extra gear, or was that it? Let's find out. Can he go on the attack? Victorias looks to be closing the gap, or stretching the gap out, so we'll see. Very smooth through there. Barry under pressure from Pazorski.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now.
Leader just started the final lap, so they'll have one more go of it. Victoria's now all over the back of Terry. If he gets past Terry, that's all right for Terry. Doesn't really hurt him, but Terry, I'm sure, is going to want to return the favor for Barry. Back him up if he can. You see Kupka in the background there, so Kupka made it back to the top 10. I better keep an eye on P1 now. Where is he? Alright, alright, alright. Mr. Man, get out of here. Getting assaulted by my cat as we watch Elias Troyer through the final corner to claim victory here in round 4. The wet Hungaroring. Job well done to him. Crossing the line in P2. Ian Partez with a great drive. Artemenko brings it home in P3. In 23rd, you'll have Kret. In 24th is going to be Sokolowski. Bringing it home in 4th will be Bonus Charles. Great drive from him. Shane Sullivan going to be in 25th, followed by Johnny Marsh in P5. P6, Terry Dunn winning the rookie division. And Victoria's coming in P2 for the AM division. Barry Dunn, P3. Pazorski, P2 for the rookies, and that was Kupka. Finished in P10 overall. Dean Solomon coming in P11. Artem P12. Kevin Drabsch P13 or P20 and something. Robert Logan P13. Decent drive from Robert. Andy Purcell P14. Juska Kovic P27. P15 going to be Kyrus, followed by Dickinson in P16, so Kyrus found a way around him. Hankavuri bringing it up in P17. Hutchinson, P18. P29 going to Wally World. P19, Tom Lesser. Max Turbanov in P27. And last but not least in P20, Gowix. So thank you to all the racers for that incredibly exciting race. We can get up there we go. Big shout out to the stewards, obviously, for making everything possible. The viewers, the fans. Looking at you, Chad, for joining me in chat. We'll catch you guys next week on Thursday. We've got GT Americas next Sunday. Gonna be GT Europe, obviously. I believe we are at Brands Hatch. Brands Hatch is how it's pronounced. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm Nate Starr from Pitch Schreiber, and I will catch you guys next week. You have a great one.